Hello, all you folks out there in YouTube land. It's the dreaded Lord Crockersworld, Destroyer of Social Justice again, with another edition of ADHD Gamer. This time out, we have a review. It's been a long time coming. Deponia Doomsday. Rufus has returned after a hard fall at the end of the last game, and now we're off to a universe-altering, time-ripping adventure in which our hero sets out to keep himself from destroying his own life in his own inimical style. As the game opens, he's trying to destroy Deponia for good, and almost manages it, only to have it all unhappen before his very eyes. Then we cut to a time before it all happened, and watch the little bastard fail, go back, fail again, only part of which he's actually responsible for. The player will either learn to sympathize with Rufus's pain or delight in schadenfreude at the extremes at which he has to go just to survive. I played the previous games and loved them all, not because I like the incredibly flawed protagonist, because I like seeing him get hammered even when he's at his most successful. Rufus in his entirety is a selfish, scheming ass, but he's our selfish, scheming ass, and we love to hate him for it. So now I have to ask the ultimate question. Is it worth it, watching Rufus go through all this crap? It would depend on how much you like him. He is a solid, well-written character presented in classic Daedalic style. Of course, their usual anvils are all in place as well, ready to be dropped on cue. Not as much as they were in A New Beginning, where every character was steeped until their eyeballs drowned, blended into the very environment itself. They're out to save the planet by showing us a slippery slope of what it's going to look like if we take current trends to their extremes. Do I think it's intentional? Yes, I do. Do I really care? Not really. I hate a huge Anvil 6 getting dropped on my head about as much as the next guy, but I'm not really in a position to ding them too hard for it. After my experience with A New Beginning and the previous Deponia games, should I expect otherwise? The writing in their games has gotten better by leaps and bounds, both in terms of grammar and overall craft. As longtime watchers will know, I'm of the firm belief that games of this nature hang almost entirely on their stories. Even the dev was being vicious about people complaining about the end of Goodbye Deponia. They still did a solid job on this story, and that's really what's important. Other than that, it has the same feelings as a lot of other games of its sort. Dev logic doesn't allow for a lot of leeway in how to solve puzzles, and unless you can work out their peculiar logic, you're going to have a bad time. This is my 7th Daedalic adventure game, so a pretty fair idea of what kind of twisted logic they employ when they do these things. As for a rating, I'll give Deponia Doomsday a score of, say, 70, which is a recommend for those that like this particular type of game. Adventure game logic abounds, a few plot holes stemming from the whole time travel thing, but otherwise functional and relatively bug-free. I wouldn't pay $30 for it, but it's okay if you can catch it on sale. If you really like Daedalus games, you should be good with this. If you're looking for a happy ending for Goal and Rufus, then maybe not so much. At the end of the day, it's a nostalgic romp through the old stomping grounds with some of the best puzzles since Rufus' toothbrush got disgusted with him and ran away. Not everybody's cup of Nat's fist, but it's a solid step towards making games fun again.